We have the Tiggo 4 Pro Ultimate. Now these cars are one of two in the range. They start at $23,990. As you see here, being the premium model is at $26,990. Now these are self-proclaimed by Chery to be the most value for money, hands down, best SUV for its price. And we're going to take a quick look at it and we'll see if that's true. First of all, being the premium model, we've got stuff like the 18-inch wheels rather than the 17s. And one thing to note, red calipers. You don't get that in the urban model, which is the one below. It does come with some, I'd say, budget tires. Obviously, all about the budget in this vehicle, but not too bad. Coming over to the side, we've got a 360 camera. We've got the cameras everywhere, which we actually have used quite a bit and we love. The cameras in this car are amazing. Got the nice kind of finishing, very standard looking car. Very standard. There's nothing too outrageous going on here. Nothing too outlandish. Very basic everyday look. Coming around the side, pretty small gas tank flap there. On the rear, you've got this, you know, almost fake looking exhaust tips here. Nothing happening, but provides a cool look. It's functional. The tail lights are pretty cool. You've got this nice kind of 4-line design. Pretty basic. Got the nice Tiggo 4 Pro. Almost sounds like an iPhone model. And you've got the Chery badge. I don't know what's happening with this whole plate cover, but maybe you don't need that. The Chery badge. Plenty of space at the boot as well. I don't mind this. Now this is a 380-litre tank. It's got a spare tyre, space saver. Not a whole lot going on underneath here. A safety triangle. And the seats do fold down, but they're not completely flat. That's something to mention. So it does lift up a bit higher. Have a nice cargo cover here too, guys. And if you do look at the designing in this car, you can see it's quite boxy at the back, which does help with the space at the back. Why it probably has 380 litres for such a small car. Little design aspects that you can mention are these little cool little flares, all for the aesthetic. They don't do anything, but kind of blends in nicely. It almost gives you an illusion like the windows are bigger than they are. You've got these sleek looking roof rails, nice sturdy shark fin antenna. Being the ultimate model, you do have the sunroof, which is something that you should note. And let's have a look inside.
All right, the interior. Now we've all been waiting for this. The massive elephant in the room. 10.25-inch dual screens that we have. It actually reminds you of the LDV that we did, the T60.
Yeah, and you can see it has a little break in the middle, which kind of covers where your steering wheel will cover, like just when you look in the field of view.
Which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
But this part here looks very alike, even sort of here.
It does look very similar, which it's not a bad thing.
No, cool. It's not. I think they must be copying each other just to get that luxury look. Now, screen itself is quite responsive, quite easy to use. Cameras are amazing. 60-view camera, amazing quality. You can actually press to where you want the camera to focus more. Can you see that?
I love the visuals. Yeah. It's so cool.
Not bad for a camera.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Well, I can flick it around for the 360. I can see where I'm parked. See? Simple to use. Yeah. Now, going back to home, quite easy to use. Press the home button. We're back to the main screen. Now, I want to get into vehicle settings. This is quite important for a lot of people. You can control a lot of functions and you can custom a lot of things throughout this main screen here. From smart key to lighting, you can actually change, adjust headlight, intelligent high beam, how high, how low you want it, so you can actually adjust the height.
All your safety systems.
All your safety features you can turn on and off. This is a big thing for a lot of people because there's certain features that people don't want and you can actually turn them on and off. I actually love that feature. That's amazing. Look how many features you have. You can turn on and off. Recross traffic alert braking polar. You love that one. Yeah. We should test it out. See if it actually brakes on polar. All right. And you can, of course, change the lighting and other little features throughout the vehicle. Light. Oh, see? Let's see. Oh, we can turn them all on and off and have a bit of fun there. And all your controls, it does have an automatic locking system as well.
Yeah, you can walk away from the car, it locks, which is very cool.
I think that is one cool feature to have because how many times have you forgotten to lock your car? When you grab something, when you go
you have those people that lock it 75 times just to make sure it's locked.
Now it'll do it for you.
Yeah.
As you know, the 360 camera is, of course, only in the Ultimate, the base model, which is called...
It's a very nice 360 camera system too.
Very responsive, very easy to use. I actually like the feature when you're turning in and out of a driveway, it actually shows you the car.
When you're driving, if you turn either way, it shows you the car. It's actually awesome. Like, just in case you miss something that's there, right?
That's right. There's a few models now we've done that actually show you that, even while you're driving. Now, let's talk about everything else in here. The look like leather, feel and touch. around.
It's got a premium feel.
It does. Even the sides, I gotta admit, it's got it all around.
It's got a very nice piano finish, which gives it like a very premium feel.
It does, like with the silver blending in with the black.
However, with that, obviously, you can see there's handprints and finger marks anywhere. Any bit of oil will
Well, that's.
basically.
I was gonna get to that actually, Paulo.
Yeah.
You know, what, mentioning it, the piano finish look. Can we just admire it for a second? How nice it looks, but you can see where we've been touching it. It just leaves marks so easily as well.
Yeah, that's kind of the price you pay for the finishing.
I reckon once you're actually touching it and scratching it, it's gonna get worn out.
It'll be
quick.
interesting to see how this actually fares over 5 to 10 years, right?
It'd be interesting. We have to get our hands on in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
Now, a couple other things which I've liked, they've actually put in the buttons for your climate control. It is a dual system, and you can control the fan speed and the temperature
And
from
the cool
each side.
thing is, as well, you got the fan speed. You can control it on the passenger side and on the driver's side, not just as a driver. Usually, air conditioning controllers, the fan speed's only controlled by one button. You've got 2 separate buttons for this.
Which is good to see. There's some buttons for the old school people there, so don't stress out.
The gear selector's pretty cool.
And you know what else is old school?
What?
Is the seat.
Yeah.
The passenger side doesn't have an electric seat, but the driver does.
Yeah, so that's in the Ultimate. So you've got the nice synthetic leather seats. Leather looking.
They're looking. They feel right. They feel nice.
They've got a nice.
They're heated, passenger and driver.
They're heated in the Ultimate as well, so you get that. So you've got the sunroof.
Which is fantastic. And we actually tested it out with the whole Hello Cherry.
Why don't you show them?
Here.
Oh look, it's here. Hello Cherry. Can you open the sunroof?
Got it.
Magic. No hands. Watch this, Paul, ready? Hello Cherry.
Here.
Can you close the sunroof?
Got it.
Why are you so nice to it? You don't speak to me like that.
Because it does what it's told. I'm joking.
No, awesome features.
Now we're gonna go to the steering wheel. It's very light. Can I just it's like I'm throwing it? Can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm like throwing it around.
It looks like it weighs nothing, and I heard this from quite a few reviewers as well. The steering wheel is tremendously light in this car,
and I can feel that. I want to see what it feels like when actually driving. If it's going to be the same thing. But going back to it, we've got your buttons, as we all know, the volume button, cruise control, adaptive cruise control. Can we just go into the safety features? Apparently, there's 16 safety features in this vehicle.
Yep, and they all work together. That includes everything: the lane assist, adaptive cruise, emergency braking, blind spot monitoring. I could blabber on, but we'll go through it on the test drive. It has everything. So it has speed limit information recognition, all that kind of stuff, and
automatic lights. It's also got automatic sensors.
It's hard not to basically appreciate this vehicle for the money that you're spending and just what it gives you.
Like, it's mind-blowing. It's
like to compare it, obviously you got your Toyotas, but a Yaris, I don't know if you noticed, but a base model Yaris or even a Mazda 2 is almost $30,000 nowadays.
And this is like what, $26,990?
This is $26,990. You're getting the premium.
And there's 5 colors to choose from.
5 colors to choose from. Basically, your white, silver, grey, and the different one will be the red.
So you got the 5 colors, which pretty much everyone chooses.
Yeah.
One of them.
Anyway. If you want to be a little different, you can go for the red.
All right. Going back to the screens, because I'm in love with these screens.
Yeah, show us a bit about it.
Okay. You do get the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
Yep.
Which I love. I was just looking for where would you actually place it. Like in the LDV, you had a sort of slot here.
Well, you got a little bit of compartment at the
back. You got compartment space.
At the bottom there.
Just here. All right. You can put it there. But the wireless, there's no wireless charging.
No wireless charging. They removed that because I think the other Cherries have that little Tesla-like style.
That's right.
There.
Like the LDV that we saw, remember?
Yeah.
We just place it there and it charges it. That's a shame. But look, at least it's got the wireless system, which is fantastic.
And that screen there, it's not actually touch screen where it has the things, what actually shows the things. It's touch at the bottom.
Yeah. So it's touch just here, but you've also got buttons here.
I like those buttons.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So you still got the volume for the unit itself, and then you've got the different modes you can change, and the hazard lights. So that's all still buttons, if anyone's wondering where they were. A lot of space, like Paulo was actually mentioning, and inside the center console, you've actually got 2 USB ports there.
It is pretty deep. You've got a little.
You can fit your hand. Yeah.
Show them how.
Glove box. Plenty, standard, basic. Cup holders everywhere. Side on the doors and 2 here. Let's see how it actually goes with my latte. Oh, fantastic.
Can you put 2 bottles?
No, it'll be squash.
Try put the other one.
Let me try it.
Oh, it's fighting for space, mate.
Polo move.
Guys, here we are at the back. What do we think? Pretty
Spacious.
accommodating. Now this seat is quite forward, but I will adjust it for you guys in a second. This is me, and this is Fatty. We've got very nice, it's actually has an air conditioning vent here. However, it only goes one way. So if you have 2 or 3 people in the back, you're going to be fighting over who's actually getting the air. So I'll take this off for now. You do have a considerate USB here, a little bit of room. Got nice pockets, you can see fits a nice laptop nice and snug. Got a armrest with 2 cup holders here. Nice headrest, middle seat belt comes out here. It's quite roomy. Yeah, it's not too bad. It does the job. And I've got a little slit here if I want to see straight through.
The only thing I would have liked to see more if there was some Type C
Yeah,
USBs.
that's
Just
true.
one is not enough. Imagine you got 3 people in the back here, and you're all trying to fight for that one spot.
I have to say there is a good amount of leg room and headroom. However, I do feel like 3 adults here will be a little squashed. And we also must note that being a front-wheel drive vehicle, you don't have that arch here for the drivetrain.
It's not there.
Yeah, it's not there at all.
So you don't have that hump in the middle.
No, not at all. But yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Polo. Let's go for a drive.
First things first, take this car for a spin. Got to make sure it's got a vanity mirror and make sure my hair's looking fine.
How does it look, Polo?
Yeah,
Is
it
it
looks
happy with the
fine.
hair?
Looks good, mate. And we'll talk about the most prominent thing that people speak about when they're looking at these cars, which I've noticed.
Suspension?
The suspension, which is meant to be very soft. I can't feel it.
I
But,
can feel it.
and most importantly, is the turning circle of this car. Apparently, it's got a very good turning circle and very light steering. The steering has got to be one of the lightest steerings I've ever felt in an SUV. A little bit of feedback, a little bit of input will actually make the car. You can turn the whole car with one finger. Like, you don't need 2 hands to drive this vehicle at
It's
all.
light, very light.
It is a very light vehicle. It is powered by a 1.5 litre, 210 newton meter of torque engine, which provides 108 kilowatts. Plenty of power. It's not bad at all. It's zippy. It gets you around. I don't think there's any particular issue with it.
But question, how would it do if it was, say, 5 adults sitting in here up a hill?
If it was a full carload of people, this would probably be a little sluggish. Now, it's just the 2 of us at the moment, which is driving fine. But if you're thinking about, say, road trips with the family, first thing you've got to consider as well, the seats at the back probably aren't too accommodating to 3 adults. And just overall, driving this car every day, depends. If you're doing short trips, I don't think you'll have an issue at all. But it'll be very interesting to see how it will do with a full family load, maybe some luggage in the back, and how it will perform.
Especially going up hills.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
Mount Isley.
Yeah, imagine going up a hill. It will probably feel a bit sluggish. Now, let's talk about all the safety. This car has what we call the 16 active safety features, which include everything such as blind spot sensors, adaptive cruise, emergency braking, lane control. It's got rear cross traffic alert. It's got basically all the safety sensors that you would imagine. Speed limit function.
Even a traffic jam alert.
Yeah, traffic jam alert, and even give you a speed sign alerts as well.
We have a lot of traffic in Sydney. So
No, we do. We do. And let's talk about the luxuries as well, Fatty. I don't know if you noticed, but it's got a Sony sound system.
For a budget car.
For a budget car. $26,990 for the premium. It would give you a Sony sound system. And as well, it gives you acoustic glass, which reduces the road noise, which basically really gives you almost a luxury feel in this car. The leather seats sit very nicely. I'm very comfortable in this. It would have been great to have cooled seats, but I don't want to be too greedy at this price.
It is $26,990.
Yeah, it is $26,990. You're exactly right. But other than that, the engine is also paired with a nice CVT, which drives very smooth. And I know CVTs don't have the best reputation, but let's be honest, it's 2024 now, and I think they've come a long way. It's got an average of 7.3 liters per 100 for mileage, and isn't too bad as well. It's very hard to find a point in this car that I don't like, but let's just address the elephant in the room, Fads, which is, will this car have any issues in the long run? And what would it be like with the longevity? It's very hard to fault at the moment at first look, at face value. It's got all the gear in it. It's got all the tech. It looks amazing. But what's it going to be like in 7 years or 5 years or 10 years?
And that's a big question a lot of people are asking, and they want to know.
Exactly. The car comes with a 7-year manufacturer's warranty. That's unlimited kilometers. It also comes with 7 years up to 7 years roadside assistance, and 7 years cap price servicing.
777.
777. So
Lucky
it's
number.
kind of, it's, you know, if you walked into a dealership and you saw another car in the range with the same features, and you're spending $45,000, and then you got this, which is almost half the price, and you know, they told you 7-year warranty, mate. It's hard to turn down, don't you think, Fats?
It is, and we're seeing more and more of these Chinese-built vehicles.
And you got to keep in mind as well, people that buy these cars don't want something flashy, really. They don't want something that they're going to be showing off with. They just want something that's going to drive, going to take them where they need to go, give them a little luxuries. But this is where the market for this car sits. You're going to have a lot of people buying this car, Fats.
All right, Paula, there's one more thing that I've noticed. A lot of people haven't actually seen this car on the freeway and probably are wondering how this car would go.
Well, lucky for you guys, Shift Into Gear has your back. We're going to take this car on the freeway right now.
Look at Paula, he's so excited. As soon as you say freeway, he's just like itching to get this car on there. Come on, Paula.
Cut off. Here we are on the highway.
Just to show our viewers, look, it says 100. We're not making this up.
Now the speed limit sign, the recognition thing pops up straight away, tells me what the speed limit is. And you know what? I'm pleasantly surprised. It still has some go. It's not sluggish.
There's a bit of road noise.
This road in particular is very rough.
Right,
I'll be honest. This road in particular is very rough, but there is a bit of road noise.
You can feel the suspension, but that's
the suspension's it's not too bad. Steering's pretty firm. I was worried with the light steering that maybe on the highway it feels a bit flimsy. If you know what I mean. But it doesn't feel bad. It feels okay. We can try the adaptive cruise control while we're here. And also now it's telling me I'm distracted. It's got a little facial...
Oh, it's got the facial recognition.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. The speed limiter as well.
How's your visibility?
I've got the adaptive cruise control on now at 100 Ks.
Visibility? What are you thinking?
Visibility is fine. Big mirrors, big side mirrors. And what I mentioned before as well, the back is very boxy. No, it's very nice. Let's merge, go to the highway. Yeah, not bad at all.
All right, thanks for that.
I did a lot better than I first assumed, I'll be honest.
Done great. Thanks for the viewers. Will appreciate that.
But yeah, guys, if you do want to have a proper look at this car, Liverpool Cherry, which are nice enough to give us this car to review, and they're very nice people. Will look after you. Don't forget to hit them up if you're interested with any questions at all. Even if you have a bit of curiosity towards the car and you want to see one, don't be shy to stop by. But overall, Fads, look at that. How cool is this?
Oh, come on, you get distracted again.
Yeah. Now, look, if I were to rate this car, which I want to give it a very high score, but you have to rate it for what it is, right? If you're going to rate a sports car, you rate it for performance. If you're going to rate a car like this, a budget car, you have to rate it for budget. And assuming that the quality of the vehicle does not diminish over a short period of time, I think this car, for a budget car, you have to give it a solid 8.5 or 9. That's my honest opinion. And I know you probably won't like me saying that, Fads, but that's the truth.
I'm around probably 7.5 to be honest, for a budget vehicle. But
you just got to rate it for what it is. I'm not going to go rate a GDR on the comfortability, or I'm not going to go rate a Rolls Royce on its off-road ability. Just in general,
for a budget vehicle,
as I said, you're not going to be driving this car thinking, "Oh, hey mate, it's amazing," or I'm going to pull up to the strip and go do.
All right, Paul's talking about his Friday night, guys. We just want to say thank you to all our subscribers and viewers.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys. We'll see you later, and thanks for watching.
All right, let's go.